guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tiana and this is my YouTube channel. In my channel, I'm going to be sharing my book reviews, my book hauls, my TBRs for each month or season or whatever it is that I'm in the mood for. Yeah, so if you guys are interested, go ahead and click that subscribe button and join me on this new journey on YouTube. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 5 kids. I'm married. I've always loved reading. I've been reading since I was a little girl, straight into high school, straight into college. And when I had my first child, it went down really bad, like to maybe 1 or 2 or 3 books a year. Over the past few years, I picked up my love for reading again, and honestly, it's because of Colleen Hoover's It Ends With Us. When I read that, I have not put a book down since then, and I've honestly been loving reading since. So yeah, that's a little intro about me. I love books. I love to read. So yeah, so if you guys are interested in what I'm into, wanting to see what I'm into, what I'm reading and stuff, go ahead and click that subscribe button and come on and join the fam. All right, so today is gonna be my August TBR video. I'm going to share with you guys what my picks from this TBR jar are gonna be for the month of August. I'm pretty sure you guys know how these TBR jars work. You pick a prompt. I have a few prompts in here, well, more than a few. I have a lot of prompts in here. I literally just refilled this morning. All right, so let's go ahead and share some of the books that I have on my TBR. I have 2 of these crates. I have one here and one back here that have all the books that I'm been wanting to get to. Probably were on a TBR from the past months that I just didn't get to. Some of these are new that I just picked up. So yeah, it's just a mix of everything. Some have been on my TBRs for a few years now. So yeah, let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and just go through them really quickly so you guys know what books I have that I'm working with right now. So I have All In, which is book 3 in the Natural series. I have The Mashup, which is a new release by Laura Marie Myers. I have Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. I have The Selection by Kiera Cass. I have The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I have The House of Eve by Sadiqa Johnson. I have Miss Pearlie's Girls by Rashonda Tate Billingsley. I hope I said that right. I have Black Cake by Charmaine Wilkerson. I have Loved One by Aisha Mohara. I hope I said that right. I have Writers and Lovers by Lily King. I'm so sorry for all the noise I'm making, knocking the books. I have Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. I'm going to put them down here. I have The Bright Years by Sarah Damoff, I believe. I have The Future Saints by Ashley Winstead. I have The 7 Summers by Paige Toon, and I also have Just Friends by Haley Pham. I have 2 Cara Bastone books, Promise Me Sunshine and No Matter What. I have Nightshade by Autumn Woods and Pineapple Street by Jenny Jackson. I have The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. And then 2 more. Edenbrook by Julian Donaldson. And then The Wedding People by Allison Espache. So yeah, these are all my books that are on my TBR. So let's go ahead and get our TBR jar so we can see which of these books are going to get picked for the month of August. So let's go ahead and shake this up a little bit. Go ahead and take the cap off. Shake, shake, shake. All right, let's see what's going to be the first prompt. All right, we got one. All right. Ooh, a book with the color purple on the cover. So we have a pretty big selection, almost half of the TBR just from the color purple. That's crazy. So we have The Mashup by Laura Marie Myers. So this book is about a young lady who, well, she's 35 like me, and she ends up in the real life version of the MASH game that she created in 7th grade. And this just sounds so fun, like such a fun rom-com. I can see them making a movie out of this just from the synopsis. So this is why I picked this up. I'm so excited to read this. Guys, I'm so sorry for all the ums. Once I get used to filming more, I'm pretty sure it will stop, but I'm so sorry for all the ums. But anyways, back to this. There we go. This is The Mashup. I'm so excited to read it. I've already heard such great things about it. So I'm going to put this one in the yes pile. And then from there, we will condense the stack a little bit. So let's go ahead and put this here. Remarkably Bright Creatures. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what this is about. I am not good with synopsis, so I'm not even going to try to butcher it. But I know it's about a lady who is grieving, who is working at an aquarium and becomes really close friends with the octopus in the aquarium. And I've heard everybody say such great things about the octopus. I kind of feel like the way Rocky made people feel in Project Hail Mary is how Marcellus is going to make me feel in Remarkably Bright Creatures. So honestly, this has been on my TBR for so long, so I'm going to add it to the yes pile. Then we have Writers and Lovers by Lily King. This one, I'm excited to read it. I've heard really mixed reviews, a lot of mixed reviews, but I still want to read it. I mean, I have it. I bought it for a reason, so I still want to read it. But I think compared to The Mashup and Remarkably Bright Creatures, just not as much. So we're going to go ahead and add this one back to the crates. All right, No Matter What by Sarah Bastone. I'm really excited to read this one. I know this one is about a couple that goes through something tragic, and it kind of puts a big rift in their marriage, and they're trying to find their way back to each other, I believe. So I'm really excited to read this. A lot of times you don't read about married couples, so I'm really excited to read this one. So I'm going to add this one to the yes pile. All right, the next book is Pineapple Street by Jenny Jackson. This one, I know it's about 3 ladies who are navigating their life, I believe. Okay, fine, I'll just read it. Meet the women of Pineapple Street. Darlie, who was born with money, Sasha, who married into it, and Georgiana, the baby, and millennial Constance of the family who wants to give it all away. Here in the rarefied world of Brooklyn's 1% glittering fundraisers, private tennis clubs, and hungover Sunday brunches, the 3 sisters grapple with problems both relatable and decidedly less so. Did Darlie make a mistake betting her inheritance on love? Why are middle-class Sasha's sister-in-law convinced she's an Erebus social climber? Can Georgina, swept away by first love, make amends for a terrible mistake? In a novel that is wickedly funny as it is generous and tender, Pineapple Street is a glittering comedy about the bonds, love, marriage, money, and devotion that make a family. So there you go. That's what it's about. I'm gonna add it to the yes. I think it would be like a really good book to read in between if I get something more on the heavy side or fantasy or anything like that. I think it would be a really good book to read in between. So I'm gonna add it to the yes pile. All right, so the next book we have is Nightshade by Autumn Woods. I've heard such great things about this book, and I'm really excited to read it. And I've had it on my TBR for a while now, probably over a year, but it's one of those books that I'm scared that once I read it, I'm gonna lose the feeling and I'm gonna miss the characters and stuff, just because the way I've heard people describe it, it just sounds like it's straight up my alley. But I don't know, should I save it for more of the fall? It kind of has like that fall look to it. So you know what, I'm gonna hold this one until I know I'm really gonna want to need it. Did that make sense? Until I really know I want to read it, because I'm going to need to read it. So I'm gonna put this one off, but I've heard such great things about this one. If you read it and you loved it, let me know down below. All right, so we have 3 more. We have 7 Summers by Paige Toon and Promise Me Sunshine. I feel like these 2 would be good for the month of August, because it's the last month of the summer, and this is Promise Me Sunshine. I know this one has to do with grief. So do I want to read about grief? I think I'm gonna put this one back since I already picked No Matter What. So we're gonna put this one back since it's by the same author. And then we have 7 Summers, which I think will be fun to read to end off the summer. So let's go ahead and add this one to the TBR, or to the stack of yes. And then we have The Bright Years by Sarah DeMaul. I know I'm gonna put this one off because I feel like if another prompt comes up, I can easily pick this one, and I know this one has made a couple of people cry, so I'm gonna put this one off. All right, so that gives us, let me see, 5 books to choose from now, and I think I'm going to choose from these 5. Oh, this is hard. Let's choose. I'm gonna choose Remarkably Bright Creatures. I've just had this on my TBR for so long. I just want to read it. I really want to know. I want to know why everybody loves it so much, why everybody loves Marcellus so much. And I don't know, maybe I'm just in the mood for reading about old people, because I just read Correspondent last week and I really liked it. I rated it a 4.5, so I'm excited to see what this one's about. So let's go ahead and add Remarkably Bright Creatures to the August TBR. So it's the first book on our TBR. All right, let's go ahead and put these back and pick out our next prompt. All right, shake, shake, shake. All right, here we go. The next prompt is the oldest book on your TBR. Ooh, the oldest book on my TBR. Okay, when I wrote this means basically the oldest book, which book out of all these that I've had the longest. And I think these 3 are the books that I've had on my TBR the longest. And I honestly think it's between, I feel like I got The Wedding People after The Cruel Prince. This is crazy. I honestly think I've had The Cruel Prince the longest. I just have a gut feeling that I had it the longest. So I'm just gonna go with this one. I think it is The Cruel Prince. So all right, The Cruel Prince is book 2 on our TBR. So let's go ahead and pick our 3rd book for our TBR. This one's already kind of open. I didn't see it, but let's go ahead and grab it. Let's see. Ooh, a book from Kindle Unlimited. All right, so I guess we're gonna look at, oh, do I have any of these books? You know what I think is on Kindle Unlimited? The Wedding People. So let me go ahead and check, because that would make it really easy, because I feel like this is dragging. So I got my Kindle here. Isn't it so cute? It's like little geese. It's so cute. I got this from Etsy. All right, Kindle Unlimited. This would have been easier on my phone, but I'm recording on my phone. Ooh, I think I know what I want to choose, because I've been wanting to read this book, and I literally just added it to my Kindle yesterday. So as soon as I opened it, I knew what I wanted to read. I think I'm gonna go with Dungeon Crawler Carl. It was already opened and it's on Kindle Unlimited and I've been wanting to read it. So I think this is gonna be our Kindle Unlimited book. So we're gonna add Dungeon Crawler Carl to our August TBR. It just made sense. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. It was already open and I haven't read it yet. So, and I just downloaded it yesterday. So that's gonna be book 3 on our August TBR. All right, so we have about what, 3 more to pick? Okay, let's get in there. Book number 4. Ooh, a classic. Ooh, I'm gonna give myself 1 pass. I'm just not in the mood for a classic. I'm just really not. So I'm gonna give myself 1 pass, and this will be my 1 pass. So let's start number 4 again. All right. I hope that pass was worth it. All right. Did I say path? That pass was worth it. All right, number 4. All right, this is easy. A 1-word title. 1-word title. Let's see. Okay, does "duh" count? I mean, I know it's a word, but Edenbrook. That's a 1-word title. And I believe the only other one that I have that's a 1-word title is The Nightshade. Is that 1 word? Oh my gosh, I hope I don't sound like an idiot. Is Nightshade? I guess it can kind of be, but I don't know. It looks like it's broken up into 2 words, so I don't know. This is the only one. So we're gonna go with Edenbrook as our 4th book, and this one has like, I believe it has like the same feel as the Bridgerton series, which is one of my favorite series, but I am leaning more towards no spice in the books that I'm gearing towards. So Edenbrook, I heard, had the same feels as Bridgerton, just without the spice. So this one is about Marianne Daventry will do anything to escape the boredom of Bath. That's where she's from, and the amorous attentions of an unwanted suitor. So when an invitation arrives from her twin sister, Cicely, to join her at a sprawling country estate, she jumps at the chance. Thinking she'll be able to relax and enjoy her beloved English countryside while her sister snags the handsome heir of Edenbrook, Marianne finds that even the best laid plans can go awry, whatever. From a terrifying run-in with a highwayman to a seemingly harmless flirtation, Marianne finds herself embroiled in an unexpected adventure filled with enough romance and intrigue to keep her mind racing. Will Marianne be able to rein in her traitorous heart, or will a mysterious stranger sweep her off her feet? Fate had something other than a relaxing summer in mind when it sent Marianne to Edenbrook. Oh, it just sounds so cute, and it's gonna be so fluffy and give you all the feels. So I'm so excited. I've heard really great things about it also. So Edenbrook is gonna be our 1-word title in the 4th book on our TBR. All right, 2 more to go. Big money, big money. Can you tell I watch too many game shows? All right, the next prompt is the next book in a series. I'm actually really excited about this because I've been wanting to read All In. This is book 3 in the Natural series. I'm absolutely loving this series. I love book 1. It was an introduction. I loved book 2. I rated that one 5 stars, and I'm so ready to jump into this. I read book 2 in May or in June, so I'm fresh coming out of book 2, and I'm so ready to jump back into this world. I love these kids. I love the whole plot and just the whole setup of everything. I absolutely love it. So definitely this is my next book in the series, and honestly I think this is the only book that it would be a next book in the series. Yeah, because the selection and the Cruel Prince. Oh, I already have the Cruel Prince. Oops. Okay, so yeah, those were the only 2 books I believe that are in the series besides this one. So this one is definitely going to be book 5 in our August TBR. I'm so excited. All right, so now it's time for our last pick. So let's go ahead and shake for the last prompt. All right, we got one. Let's see. Ooh, a book with time travel. Let me see. I think the only book I can think of in here that has time travel is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I know this one is about a woman who goes to a library, and depending on what book she reads, she'll enter into that book, and then it'll be an alternate life that she might have lived. So yeah, I believe that's what it is. The Midnight Library, where each book contains an alternate life, a possible world in which she made different choices. So this is talking about the main character. She is given what seems like the ultimate opportunity, a chance to undo her regrets and try out each of the other lives she might have lived. But things aren't always what she imagined they'd be, and soon her choices place the library and herself in extreme danger. This has been on my TBR for a minute also. So I needed to do this to get through some of these books that have been sitting on my shelf for over a year. So let's go ahead. This is the only book I believe that fits the prompt. So we're going to add The Midnight Library to the August TBR. I'm actually really excited to read this. This is another one that I've heard really, really great things about it. I just haven't gotten a chance to pick it up yet. All right, so The Midnight Library is going to be book number 6 on our TBR. So now we've gotten all of our books. Let's go ahead and grab them right here. We have our 6 books. So we have The Midnight Library all in. Oop, my little one's right here, so if you hear some noise. The Midnight Library all in Eden Brook. We're gonna do Dungeon Crawler Carl on Kindle Unlimited. We have Cruel Prince and Remarkably Bright Creatures. I feel like this is a really good TBR. Like, I feel like this is an interesting bunch. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm really excited to get into all these. Hopefully I can get to all 6 of them. I'm not gonna lie, I am a mood reader at times. So sometimes if I'm in a mood for something else, I'll pick up something else. But I do like to do this, and usually I stick to it. So yeah. All right, guys, that's a wrap. These are my books on my August TBR, and I'm so excited to read them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and clicking on it, and I hope you subscribe and that you stay tuned for the next videos that I upload. Hopefully me reading these, hopefully some hauls. But yeah, my review on them as I read them. If you want to, you can follow me on Goodreads, you can follow me on Fable. I'll link them both down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and click that subscribe button and join me on my little side of the internet and my little corner of a booktube. All right, bye guys. Oh, and always remember, Jesus loves you, and so do I. Bye guys.